Hi, my name is Levin Cheng. I'm a CTO of CloudVector. Let me provide you a quick overview of our API security solution. Wide API adoptions by enterprise applications has led to API playing roles much beyond just the programmable interface for third-party developers. In a typical enterprise, for example, there are private but internet-accessible APIs for partner integrations. There are also internal APIs, especially those connecting to microservices. And there are also third-party APIs made to external services, such as force.com. Conventional security methods, such as those used by web or API gateways, provide basic authentication, service level access control, authorization, and protects against other web threats posted in the OWASP Web Security Top 10 list, such as SQL injections, request forgery, etc. While these protections are important and necessary, for APIs, business data are usually embedded in a much deeper custom layer of structure. For example, in a RESTful API calls, it is the custom JSON objects. And these are usually beyond the visibility, let alone control, by conventional security methods. And that's why it was recognized as the OWASP API Security Top 10, where advanced threats at the API data layer posted a severe threat to the data, which is recognized by Gartner, having a well-quoted prediction where API abuse would lead to major data breaches and becoming the major vector. And there are attempts by AppSec people from the client side to test and scan those APIs. And the scanning process typically involved the developers providing API specifications for scanning. If such API spec is not available, a client-side proxy will be used to capture API calls. The client-side proxy options can be like burst sweeps or postman. And a imitating client-side calls will be made so that it can be used to exploit the API service according to the API specifications or the calls discovered on the client side. As you can see, one major limitation of such client-side approach is that the developers can only test the service declared by the API developers or those made by a legitimate client. As many incidents have shown that it is often did not disclose calls that are posing the greatest risk. For example, the so-called shadow APIs inadvertently left undisclosed has been shown to have led to many millions of records and major data breaks. CloudVector takes a service-side approach. We deploy a variety of sensors to capture API calls from the service infrastructure. We did this without adding any inline proxy or requiring any code change or shimming or platform or container packaging changes. These low-impact sensors allow us to capture API calls with objects and function level data without impacting the development or the DevOps process. With such runtime captures, we then can run a fully automated discover process, and in which we leverage data classifications enhanced by machine learning and AI to validate API specifications with the real data, update them, or even generate new ones if API specifications are not available or incomplete. And we can also use the API capture data to assess the risk based on the data input and output. The Discover API profile, we call it collectively, with the data labeling and with the API specification, then can be used to automatically generate a set of policies for the sensors to continue to monitor the APIs at the runtime. And anomaly discovered at the API call, including those at the object and function level, can then be fed into security layer so that we can stop the API abuses as we see them. And the trigger policy actions can be extremely targeted against specific API calls or sessions. Security actions does not have to be limited to just runtime as well, because the automated API profiles can also be leveraged to enhance the developer design, the API specification design, and more importantly, automate a full API security scanning and testing. In summary, CloudVector provides a fully automated, continuous, full lifecycle API security platform for all your APIs. To learn more, please contact us or visit our website. Thank you.